Welcome. Check your Saturn and Meridian Capricorn in your astrological chart. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. If you like a person reading your information, is in the description box down below. Next to the butterfly. All right. What is Capricorn's spirit animal? Giraffe. Visionary. Okay. So, Capricorn, you are deeply connected to the earthly matters on this realm. And this is about you going through life with a sense of grace and being able to see where you're going through your own sense of self-worth and value. And standing tall in that with the love that you have in your heart. Okay. Right? You have cards coming out. Ooh. Capricorn, what is going on? You're not happy in something at all. Oh, there's no money for the non-essentials. There's a problem. Welcome. Check your Saturn and Meridian Capricorn in your astrological chart. All the information you're looking for is in the description box down below. And thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. If you like a person reading information, is in the description box down below next to the butterfly. What is Capricorn's spirit animal? Giraffe. Visionary. Okay. So you're rising above all earthly matters, which is easy for you, Capricorn, because you're connected to earthly matters, and sort of going through life with a sense of grace and dignity in your sense of knowing exactly who you are and where you're going and what you're worth. Okay. That came out quick for the future of Capricorn. Okay. And I need one more, please. Okay. You gave me a lot more than one. Okay. All right, that. Okay, Capricorn, let's get into your reading, all right? So, you have the King of Pentacles, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the Six of Wands, Libra, and Jupiter. Did I just say Libra? It's actually Leo and Jupiter, but I don't see anything for no reason. So somebody could have a Libra and Saturn or Capricorn in their Venus. It's Leo and Jupiter. So a lot of you have a sun in Capricorn, rising sun in Capricorn, and Leo in your Saturn. All right, you have the Nine of Pentacles, Venus and Virgo, and you have the Hangman, Pisces. You have the Magician, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio, and the Eight of Pentacles, Sun in Virgo. You have the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and the Eight of Swords, Gemini and Jupiter. You have the Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius, with the Hierophant, Taurus. Okay. Okay. I have to move it because you had so many cards that came out, and I want it to be shown to me the way that it's going to happen. So you have Taurus, the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus and Saturn, Two of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles, Aries, Scorpio, Moon, and Taurus. All right. The hidden energies, Death, Lovers, Temperance, Three of Swords, and Nine of Wands. You will know this reading is for you because you're going to get a burn or a paper cut. You could burn yourself on your coffee, or burn yourself trying to make some s'mores, burn yourself trying to get something out of the oven. You're going to burn yourself trying to iron something. Burn yourself, though. Trying to drink some hot cocoa. You're going to burn yourself on something. You're going to either do that or you're going to get a paper cut. Okay, or you're going to cut yourself on something. You get cut by an actual knife, cut by a paper, cut by something. Okay, you'll know this reading is for you. The Nine of Wands, you're going through a separation and frequent disputes with somebody. If you're in a relationship, like you're going through a separation. There's too many disputes, Moon and Sagittarius. With the Three of Swords, Saturn and Libra, there's been cheating, heartbreak, third parties. Someone can also be a surgeon. Someone could be like a cardiologist, like they open hearts open, you know, they cut open hearts for a living. You have Temperance, Sagittarius. There is even addiction involved here. There's a lack of patience. There's also a feeling of like being annoyed with Temperance in reverse. I feel like you're annoyed. If you're in a relationship, you're extremely annoyed with whoever you're dealing with because you're not learning to love yourself in the situation of dealing with them. That's not what their purpose is. Their purpose is for you to learn how to separate from things that are short term, Moon in Aquarius. You're meant to learn how to separate from relationships that are short term. And come clean with yourself and come clean with those around you when you know that something is purely based off of the addiction of love and not the realization that you can want love but not need love. There's also commitment issues where even if someone's in a commitment, they're always receiving more than they give. They set it up that way. I say that because you have the King of Cups. You have the King of Cups in reverse, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You even have the Empress in reverse, Taurus, Libra. So if you're in a relationship or you're a mother, there's a problem here. There's a big problem here. There's addiction. There's two people being emotionally unavailable, abuse. This is a relationship. I see it's a pair, but this is a scandal. Some type of scandal is coming out. If this is a relationship, the feminine and the masculine energy are both cheating. It's not just one person, it's both. And then there could even be like an abusive mother here or a baby's mama involved. That's abusive, like when you get to see the children and stuff, like tampering and stuff like that. There's a relationship that is failing. And a lot of you also, a mother is involved or you got into the situation due to an absentee mother. But you have the Lovers. You're getting rid of your lover. If you're in a relationship, you're getting rid of your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife. Because they have other lovers or because there's jealousy in the relationship. Because this is not built off of love. It's not watched over by above. It's not watched over from above. No matter how much you try to want it to be, it's not. And it's a scandal when you guys tell this to people that this is what's going on. And it has a mother, caretaker, nurturing vibe to it where the intimacy is dead. There is no intimacy. There is no sense of actual attraction because somebody's coming clean with the fact that it's short term. And it's based off of lust, not love. You're settling to a Wands, Aries, Scorpio. And it's really just about, you're like, well, if I am honest and I release this person to be with what they feel is destined for in their life, right? That could be career, location, love, if they feel like there's another person that's more suitable for them, or if they feel like maybe that individual somewhere out there in the world, even if they haven't met them, this can symbolize, well, there's a better job for me than what I'm dealing with in this relationship or this connection or this commitment or whatever it may be. You feel like you're losing. There's a level of feeling like, oh, I lose because I dedicated money, time, energy, effort. Like, I dedicated these things into this individual, and I told people about us because I see that there's a lot of Gemini energy here, but it's not teaching me to love myself. It's teaching me that I need to love myself enough to walk away for some of you. That's what you're realizing, that you're not happy. I say that because you have, and it comes out in a different fashion only because you gave me so much. You have the King of Pentacles, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Six of Wands, Leo and Jupiter, Eight of Swords, Gemini and Jupiter, and Taurus energy with the Hierophant. If you're in a relationship, you really don't want to be in this relationship. Or you don't want a relationship at all. There's also, if there's a relationship, King of Pentacles, someone has a gambling addiction, or they could be unhealthy on some level, like physically. There could be material decline, like this person could be financially struggling or their business is failing if they own a business. King of Pentacles in reverse is also somebody who will do whatever it takes to get money, so it could be involved in illegal activity to make money. And this can also be if this is someone who is in a relationship, they are cheating on their spouse. Or they want to become newly single. I see someone is becoming newly single. They're like not investing. They have all these hands, but they're not even using it because they know the truth, because they're blue. That this isn't what they want to dedicate their time, energy, and effort into, so why would I act like I do? Why would I lie to not only other people, but to myself, if I already know what I want and where I want to go? A lot of you are self-sabotaging a connection or a relationship on purpose. Because you may be too scared to say that you want to end something, you're waiting for the other person to do it, or they're waiting for you to do it. And the Six of Wands, that's because this has been made public, Leo and Jupiter. It's been made public. Like, you may have, each other on social media, or you've seen, you've told each other, you've told other people about each other, or whatever with the Six of Wands. This is like public, though. This could be social media. This was a very personal decision to make. And it didn't lead to victory. You're realizing a connection, a relationship. It did not lead to victory. It was very short-lived. You really don't even want to be in it. And you're not stuck in it, is what you're realizing, which I like. You're realizing, I'm not actually stuck in this. I can get out of this anytime that I want, and I'm going to. You don't want to be in a relationship or a commitment. If you're in one, you don't want to be in it. One person believes in monogamy, the other person believes in polygamy. One person believes in Christianity, the other person believes in Buddhism. One person believes in whatever, the other person believes in whatever. It doesn't work. There's not only just religious differences, but there's like the Hierophant in reverse. If you're in a relationship, you just don't want to be with this person. You'd rather be on your own, Venus and Virgo. Someone has an addiction. And I see you moving past the breakup, Mercury and Aquarius. If you're single, you're in no rush for a relationship and you're connecting to someone overseas. The Six of Pentacles is also a hidden energy because I see the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus and Saturn. There's been money, time, energy, and effort invested. Someone could be taking a talent and made it into a business. Someone's trying to punish another individual. The truth is, even if you're in a relationship and you're not happy with the person that you're in a relationship with and you're ready to leave it, it's about being honest with them, telling it like it is, and then moving forward separately. It's not about holding on to them because you don't want them to be happy. Because you're just delaying your own sense of happiness that is with another individual. Oh, I don't want that person to be happy. I know exactly who they're going to go to. What they're gonna, that's not what it's about. And if it's like you are realizing I've invested a lot of money, time, energy, and effort, and I want to keep trying to invest because of what I've already put into it. It's about listening to your spirit guides and not sacrificing yourself because there's a lack of self-love and self-worth. It's about you having that. A lot of you are in a relationship you don't want to be in. You don't, like, I don't even know how to explain. It's almost like something that's rattling inside of you. I feel like this is going to come out in the worst way possible. Because when you have the Six of Pentacles, Moon and Taurus, there's been theft, or it's not even about, there's no breadcrumbing, there's no reciprocity, there's no giving, receiving, there's like the bare minimum. You're receiving the bare minimum because somebody does not want to invest into a connection or relationship. The Magician, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, Scorpio. Someone is not utilizing all the tools necessary to make something work. And what it's about, what is it really about? Whether you're in a relationship or you're single and you are moving forward independently, in no rush for a relationship, saying, look, I'm just listening to my spirit guides. I'm going to invest in something new, like my education or my retirement. and I'm going to put a lot of hard work into myself and be an entrepreneur, Sun in Virgo. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to get that promotion I've been looking forward towards, Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and I'm going to realize I don't want to settle, right? Even if you're single. What is love? Love is saying, I'm in love with this person so much that I want them to be happy even if it's not with me. I want them to have the children they want, and the home they want, and the life they want. I want them to have everything that they desire because they deserve it. They deserve it just like you deserve it. It's not about how is this going to benefit me. I want to do whatever it takes to get what I want. It's not about that. I don't want to give anything at all. I want to starve the individual when the truth is I could just make it very simple and tell them that I'm not interested in the relationship that we have anymore. I don't want to invest anymore into it. Or I'm only in it for money with the King of Pentacles. Someone could have a gambling addiction and like a drug addiction, alcohol addiction, or something of that nature. This is about you realizing it's not about what I do having a sense of effect on other people. Like if you decide to stay in a relationship, what type of effect will it have on the person that this individual could be cheating with or is interested in, or what type of effect will this have on this person, the King of Pentacles? What type of effect will what I'm doing have an effect on? It's not about that. It's also not about, okay, if I'm in this connection and I don't want to be in it anymore, what type of effect will digressing the effort that I put due to the other individual? Of course, it'll make them more independent and make them stray away from you more and move on more and invest in something different. But it's really about doing what's right for you. See, when there's cheating or anything like that, it's because there's a lack of emotional availability. It's feeling like you're not deserving of a relationship where I can be with another person and there not be other people involved because the person I'm with is enough. And I'm saying this in the factor of course, you could be a woman and somebody cheats on you, right? The King of Pentacles cheats, whatever. Or this is something that routinely happens to you or is happening to you, okay? It is happening to you. It's about seeing it from a point of view of what you were supposed to gain from it is the wisdom that it's not about staying because of the way it looks or staying in something because you feel that you don't deserve it. It's about knowing your value. Like staying in something that you know someone is not committed to you, not going to commit to you. There is no sense of, proposal or giving and receiving, reciprocity. Somebody is lacking everything that you look for in a partner. If you're in a relationship, they're lacking absolutely everything. They're not, you feel like you deserve better. It's not about you staying in it because you think that you deserve less. Rather, it's you were with somebody and you evolved, or you were always like that, and what attracted you to this person is now the very thing that repulses you about the person. It can also be you're the King of Pentacles, right? And it's not about you staying in something where you don't even feel like giving the effort to. Because if you don't feel like giving the effort to it, it means it's not right for you. It means that there's something else you need to be giving your effort to. Rather than, giving your energy or effort to something that it doesn't appeal to you, right? It's about you knowing your value and your worth is so much greater than you staying in something that you really don't even want to be connected to. And it could be career, it could be love, for sure. For a lot of you, it's a relationship you don't want to be invested in. And Capricorn, a lot of you have been waiting to become single. It's almost like, who's going to say it first? Who's going to say that they want to leave first? Or who's going to say that this isn't working out first? Or who's going to say that maybe, you know, if you're talking to someone, like, they're not wanting commitment. Okay, they could be single and they're just not wanting commitment because they're not committed to themselves. They're not taking good care of themselves, or they could be financially unstable. This person could work in the military, the government, literature, books, children's, sports, philosophy. This person could work with esoteric, occult, magic, finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money. They could work with health, okay, military, or the government. Someone's very stingy in their relationship. Someone's also self-employed or a student or going to school with the Eight of Pentacles, working on yourself, maybe going to the gym. Okay. Someone's also like very healthy. A lot of you are ready to have children. You're realizing that you're settling. You're also not getting child support, but you're settling for someone that you feel has an addiction. Like, you're settling for someone where this situation does not teach you to love yourself, does not teach you how to have a relationship, and the other person how to have a relationship. It doesn't do that. It frustrates you. It annoys you because you know that there is better for you. It's not really about sinking into that energy, but just acknowledging it. I feel like these are all the things that you think, but you don't say. You're going to be receiving a promotion. If there is a relationship, the King of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, Sun in Capricorn and Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces. Someone is cheating or looking for attention. Okay, they could just be looking for attention, but the King of Wands is someone who's in a relationship or a married man, and this is someone who's not faithful. They're in it. Four of Pentacles for the money, or it's purely materialistic. This is a scandal. It's a scandal, and there's a lot of addiction, toxicity, substance. This can also symbolize, like, there's no money for the non-essentials, and it could be long distance. I feel like you feel like you're not appreciated. You feel like you're not loved. Someone could be unemployed. You could be dealing with someone who's unemployed or just not as financially stable as you. And somebody really wants attention outside of the relationship. This is not traditional in any way, shape, or form. It's very like manipulative. It's very manipulative. It's very manipulative. You feel like you're not appreciated. You also feel like if you left, you wouldn't find anybody better. You feel like I wouldn't find anybody better, but this person is okay with going on their own, and it's all about sex. There's also child abuse, child neglect, or somebody losing their parental rights. I feel like you're no longer really interested because the King of Wands is in reverse. Somebody's okay with going their own way. Let's see the Chariot out here as well. Cancer, Aries, Scorpio. Some of you are seeing an astrologer. By you coming to this reading, you are seeing a professional astrologer. What's the difference between a psychic and an astrologer? I'm both. A psychic is somebody who uses divination to predict the future. An astrologer uses your birth chart, the exact time, location, date, all of that energy, all of that information, to dive deep into what type of parents did you have, what type of relationship did they have, what type of relationship did you see, what type of patterns did you pick up, how were you treated, were you abused, why were you abused, will you kill anyone in this lifetime? I pick out all those different, I can find all those different things in somebody's astrological chart. That's what an astrologer is like. I do not get tarot card readings done because I trust my own intuition on my own tarot card readings. I get birth chart readings as a part of my own training as an astrologer. That I can't help other people look at their own charts and different things like that unless I'm looking at my own. So that nothing is a projection Nothing is reflection, but a simple acknowledgement of what the truth actually is right there in front of us. So there's a difference between the two, because one is not just spiritual, as you know, cards can be, but the chart is actually more psychological. You can even say more specific and more spot on and direct about why somebody acts exactly the way that they act, and how you can improve and evolve from that, instead of just simply settling for, well, this is the way that it is. Does that make sense? If you'd like a personal reading, you can get one link down below in the description box. I always find that birth chart readings can be very intense, okay? They're very, very intense, but life evolving. A lot of you are wanting to relocate or leave a relationship, especially if it's long distance. You're like, I'm ready to just leave it. I'm ready to go my own way. Some of you are also traveling. Some of you are, if you're in a relationship, you're dealing with a workaholic, somebody who's wanting to go their own way. They really want other people's attention. They could work in philosophy, psychology, spirituality, prisons, institutions, and asylums. The person can work with realty, books, literature, children, athletes, health, the mind, finances, taxes, loans, assets, other people's money. They can also work with the esoteric of the occult, the spotlight, the entertainment industry. I feel like you're not really feeling very confident about yourself or what you stand for, and you're looking for attention outside of yourself. And if you're in a relationship, you're looking for attention outside of the relationship. Because it's the devil, there's some type of, in the relationship, there's codependency. There is addiction. There is jealousy, addiction to money, addiction to lust and sex. There's some kind of addiction, okay? Some kind of addiction. And a lot of you are going after a long-distance travel romance or a brand-new relationship, but it's in another state or another country. Sun in Aries, okay? You can also be traveling or getting into stocks and finances and trades and different things of that nature, okay? What is Capricorn's joy? I see you moving on after a breakup. You're realizing something's not a victory, and that you were holding on to something out of pride. Almost like, well, if I refuse to give up what I've invested in this individual. Even though I'm not happy, and neither one of us are investing what we should be into it because we're not happy. I don't want to lose. But this is already a loss because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. What's love? Love is wanting someone to be happy, even if it's not with you. And love is being realistic with, okay, if you're happy in the relationship, then, you continue to make the relationship work to the best of your abilities. And you know that you cannot do it alone, And if the other person does not want to, my ears are ringing, if the other person does not want to put that time, energy, and effort into it, it's because it's not supposed to work. It was meant to teach you what not to do when you're with who you really want to be with. And that's a hard reality to accept, because when we've invested time, energy, and effort, it's like, well, if I leave, then the other person wins. And if I stay, I'm not really winning. I'm staying with somebody that doesn't even deserve me, or I'm not happy in the situation or the relationship or the connection. It's not about what other people think. It's not even about what you assume the relationship and the connection to be. It's not about that. It's about you knowing your value and your worth. Capricorn. A lot of you may get on the masculine energy in the relationship for cheating. But the truth is, there's another masculine energy involved here too. Which would mean you have other people. Like, both people are cheating. It's not just the man, it's the woman. Both people are cheating. That's why the Three of Swords is out here. Both of you are doing it. Both. You have another man, another option. Women check out mentally before they check out physically. They check out in a different way than men do, but most men don't actually know that. We check out in other ways when we're in relationships. We start to look at, okay, what have I actually invested? How can I move this away from this situation to my own abundance and invest in myself? The only thing is, Capricorn, is the fact that you have a King of Pentacles and you also have another masculine energy, the Magician. You have two people. One person you've known for a very long time, and another person, like the person you've known for a long time, you're in a relationship with. But they're not faithful or they're not committed to it either. And the person that is here as the Magician is the other man, the other individual that isn't looking for commitment either. You want the best of both worlds. You want to have the connection in the relationship while also having somebody else on the side. Okay. What is Capricorn's joy? Animals. So you could be spending more time with animals, giving some appreciation to animals, getting in touch with your own animalistic nature or psychological nature. Aries, Scorpio energy, very Mars-like. There's no giving or receiving in a relationship. There's like gifts with strings attached or kissing up to the other individual. It's toxic. They're settling. You know, if this is a relationship, it's like they're settling. You're getting the best of both. You're getting the best of both worlds. You're having two men at once. If you're in a relationship, you get two men. Although they probably don't even know about each other. But that's why if you're in a connection relationship and someone's slacking, you're okay with it. Because you have somebody else who picks up for that person's lack. And then when that person lacks, the other person steps forward that you're in a relationship or a connection with. You have two people. A lot of women do this. A lot of clients that I've encountered, the number one thing that they tell me is, yes, they're in a connection or relationship, but they're in love with somebody outside of that relationship and that connection. But they won't leave the relationship and the connection they're in until they know that they are financially stable. Or they've separated assets. Or that they're ready. That they know where they're going. I feel like you're planning an escape. Or the person you're dealing with is sort of doing this, or you guys are both sabotaging it for it to lead to this point. What's going to happen to Capricorn that they should know? A lot of you are sabotaging a connection or relationship on purpose. Yeah. You maybe even starting drama. You're not fighting for it on purpose. Yeah, there's no money for the non-essentials. And there's just a lot of separations and disputes because you know it's short term. You know it's not supposed to last very long. The number 16, there's a tower coming. Someone's about to find out someone's been cheating. Rather you've been doing it or the other person or both of you. It's for a lot of you, it's both of you doing it. So one person can be like, oh, you're cheating, but the other person's doing it too. Just one person may not be completely open about them doing it because they want the other person to feel worse about them getting caught. See, when a man gets caught, it's because they weren't being smart enough. When a woman cheats and she gets caught, it's because she wanted to get caught. She's been waiting to get caught. And now she's throwing it in your face. That's what's happening here. You're throwing it in someone's face. I feel like you're above you know, doing that, that's not absolutely necessary. But of course, you know, free will leaves you up to do what you do. Remember, a real woman or a real man doesn't decide to get revenge. They know that that's a pointless activity. There's no point in doing that. Both of you will find somebody better for you. Some of you, this person's at work. Like, you have somebody at work, and then you have somebody, you know, that's like your relationship or your connection or commitment. Others of you, the person's at school. Others of you, the person's at church. For others of you, the person is at, for some of you, the bank. It's almost like once you move away from this situation where you could have been in a failing relationship or connection with someone that you know you're not going to end up being with for the rest of your life, and another individual was introduced into the situation with the magician, in order for you to see just how much what you're already in is not working, or what you don't want, what you don't want to invest in, why you'd rather stay single. Either way, it showed you, okay, I need to go. I feel like this was not an easy decision. Because you think, I mean, a lot of people, you're the subject of gossip because people know that a relationship, if you're in a relationship, people know that it's not real. That's really deep. Some people know it's not real. Whether you're a man or a woman, if you're in a relationship, people know it's not real. That what you show to the public is not real. That the relationship and dynamic you have with somebody is not real. Whether you're around or not, it's not real. It's energetic. It's energetic. 16, number only fair and means for you a day of care. Success and wealth and legal things, your fortune is the best. The fates regret you will not succeed in love like all the rest. A sudden journey with a pleasant fellow traveler. You will get your wish, but only by hard work. A lot of you are going on vacation. And some of you are going on vacation with, like, if you're in a relationship, some of you are like sneaking away to, you know, a vacation with another person to get away from your relationship. Someone has two people here. You have two people. She has the King of Pentacles and she also has the Magician. So if you're in a relationship, you have maybe a husband or a boyfriend, and then you have a man that's okay with being a mistress. Remember, this can also be happening to you. But this is you trying to punish somebody. It's almost like if somebody cheated on you before or made you out to be an option, therefore you weren't a priority, you're doing that to them. But this is only proving just how toxic the relationship and the connection really is, and that it wasn't meant to happen in the first place. It was meant to teach you what not to do in the relationship you're meant to be in. So you're supposed to get all like these kinks out. Like you're meant to learn, like, don't cheat, and like don't overstep other people's boundaries, and what's it like to be around another individual that you like and stuff like that. You're meant to learn it with somebody you're not actually going to invest in. You know you're not going to invest in the person you're already in a relationship with. You're meant to learn that, so that when you get into the relationship you're really meant to be in, the universe is picking your soulmate. When you get into the relationship you're really meant to be in, it works. Because you learned what not to do with somebody that maybe you could give your absolute all to, and it still doesn't work. No matter how long you've known it. Wow, Capricorn, this has been your reading. If you like a personal reading, information is in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. Some of you are getting a promotion. You're receiving a good message from Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or you're giving it, and it looks like you're giving it to somebody who's outside your relationship, or you're giving it to somebody that, like, They don't match everything that you want in a partner, but they're at work. And you may feel like they're capable of it for some of you. And it's just like, it's easier to focus on that person than focus on your dying relationship. Focus on the fact that your partner is not investing in it anyways. And you're sort of happy they're not doing it because you're able to invest in yourself and attracting somebody new. It's really like, it's karmic. That's what it is. It's karmic. It's not balanced at all. If somebody got married, they got married for the wrong reasons. It's Libra energy. It's like you got two people trying to play the blame game. I got in this relationship because of this, and this, and I got in the relationship because of this, and this, but neither one of it is for love. It's karmic. That's what it is. You've done this in every single lifetime, over and over and over and over and over again. Someone's also getting out of jail, or you feel like getting out of this relationship is like getting out of jail. Like, imagine what it's like to be in jail for, I don't know, 10 weeks, 10 months, hell, 10 years. It's like you feel like you're being released from jail, like you really didn't want to be in it. Like, oh, thank God. The clarity that, for some of you, it's the clarity that the other person doesn't want to be in it either. You were just waiting for them to say it. You were waiting for them to say that they didn't want to invest in this anymore either. It's not balanced at all. There's a lot of blame game going on about who's at fault for what. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. A lot of people stay in connections simply because of the way that they have portrayed the connection to be to other individuals and to other people, that, oh, you know, it's amazing, it's going great, it's that, but that's not what's going on behind closed doors. This is one of those situations. And it's like, well, if we tell people that, you know, we're deciding to break up, we're deciding to move on, it makes you look wrong. It makes you look like you fought for something for no reason. It makes you look like you invested time, energy, and effort into someone for no reason, because you did. On some level, you were meant to learn in the experience of investing that even if you invest into something, it doesn't mean it's meant to work. It just means you put energy and effort into something that you weren't meant to be able to grow into a sense of fruition. You were meant to be able to see that you at least tried, but it didn't work. See, if you are in love with somebody and then you are fantasizing about someone or thinking of another individual in a romantic sense, you're not in love with whoever you're in that relationship with. You're not. It's psychologically been proven that if you're thinking about other people outside of your relationship and connection, it's because you're not in love with that individual that you're in a relationship with. It means that they are an option. They're not a priority. What's an option? I go into the store and I see a bunch of different candy. Oh my God, I love all these candies. There are all these different options. But my priority, if I have a priority, ooh, jelly beans, that's my favorite candy. I'm going to make that. That's really my favorite candy. I'm going to make sure that I go to this specific store at this specific time. They open at this specific, day, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to get the jelly beans. I'm going to make sure I get this type of brand. I'm going to check online and make sure that it's going to be there. It's going to be available so I'm not disappointed when I get there. I want to make sure I can get the perfect size. It's a priority. Do you get what I'm saying? You're realizing you've always chosen to be an option. That in relationships, that's what you were. That's what you thought that's all you were or you're supposed to be. You set it up that way. The foundation was always set up that way because you were picking people who didn't see their own value, so how would they be able to see yours? It's not enough anymore. It doesn't mean that the person that you could be in a relationship with or even romantically connecting to or dealing with does not deserve love. It just means that they are meant to find it with someone else, and they're aware of that just as much as you're aware that you're meant to find love with somebody else. What keeps you driven towards it is the addiction to money and sex. but it's so unbalanced. I mean, it makes you angry, or it makes, you know, whoever, someone's taking back a love offer. You got the Knight of Cups in reverse. Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you were supposed to move in with somebody, that's not happening anymore. If you were supposed to get married, or someone was supposed to propose, or take you out on a date, that's not happening anymore. Someone's taking it back. Or someone, if this is a relationship, Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, they're cheating, or this could be someone who's just lying a lot to you with the Knight of Cups in reverse. Or they're interested in the same sex. Or they're taking back their love offer. And the truth is, when people take back the affection that they have every right to do that because it's their own free will to even give it. That's love. Love is freedom. Love is not about control. This has been your reading, Capricorn. If you'd like to post any information in the description box down below. Thank you so much for supporting Sikiksyd. And I'll say Capricorn.